Hi guys, and welcome back to episode 13, 14, I'm going to go with 14. Today we are taking on QPR at Old Trafford in the Premier League. This is the lineup I've gone with: De Gea in goal, Phil Jones, Rio Ferdinand, Macon, Fabio. Playing a little bit of a young back line there with Fabio and Phil Jones, but give them a start, it's only QPR. Darren Fletcher and Anderson in the middle, these are the two established midfielders for me at the moment. Nani and Valencia, because Ashley Young's been a bit of poor form recently. Wayne Rooney and Makeda up front. Makeda is coming in because he's got 100 fitness and I haven't really played him. I haven't given him a fair chance. So I'll see what he can do, see if he can play well. I'm going to submit the team here. Oh, God. Okay, so QPR are playing defensive lineup here. They're playing a 4-5-1 with Heider Helgesen up front on his own. It's kind of what I expected from QPR, to be honest. I mean, they can't do much to us, can they? They are QPR after all. No offence to any QPR fans, but look at Man United, then look at you. Not much of a chance, really. And as you can see, there is no Adel Tarab there, and there is no Jay Bothroyd either. So they are really looking quite weak at the moment. Actually, no, they're looking very strong. Very, very strong. Don't call them weak, because they'll just beat you. So QPR are going to really struggle today, because I can't see them being able to contain Man United. So the bookies have got us down as favourites. Kind of expected that, to be honest. Tommy Smith I do not like, so I'm going to just put everything on him, because I do not want him on the ball. You have to do this sometimes. You can hire in a decent manager, but I mean decent assistant manager to get all this done for you. But most of the time you're just going to have to do it yourself, and you just want it done really. You don't want to mess around too much. Because I have done a QPR one, so I know who their main players are at the moment. Okay, so looking at the team. Looking pretty strong. All morale's pretty good, except De Gea is on okay for some strange reason. No, I expect to win. We're at home. I'm expecting a win. I'm expecting a win. No, you can... Yeah, we'll go with this. Will be nicer. Okay, so we are going to play here. Volume. Turn. Down. Okay. So we've had 100% possession. Oh, it's gone off now. It's a shame. Okay, they've already had a yellow card. Jones on the back to De Gea. Okay, here's the first chance of the game. Fabio out on the left wing here to pass to Nani. Gives ball to Rooney, Fletcher, Anderson. Nice bit of passing here from the guys. Makeda tries to... Oh, Makeda puts it over the bar. It's a decent bit of dribbling there from him. He's got to prove himself today. He hasn't really done much for the club, but I haven't really given him much of a chance, so I can't blame him. There are quite a few players I've put in to impress me today. Phil Jones, Fabio, Makeda, all in there just to see. And Nani again with a banana shot, which is... I'm getting sick and tired of those. They're not going in. And it's... God almighty. Okay, we have a corner. Can we get one? Ferdinand almost gets his second goal from a corner in 2 games. But guys, the football has finished for today. This is being recorded on Saturday as well as the last episode. And surely, yes, 1-0. Wonderful play from Makeda. They're very unselfish and Nani puts it in. But yeah, the shock result of the day. Peterborough 7, Ipswich 1. Oh, God. Okay, so, let's look at this. Ipswich went 1-0 up. Peterborough got a goal back. Peterborough then scored 3 more goals before half-time, making it 4-1 at half-time. Now, I've been talking to Tom, also known as Tom AH online. He's in my sub box, guys. If you want to check him out, please do. He's a great commentator. We were talking to him at the time, and he is an Ipswich fan, and he was pissed off. I mean, seriously pissed off. When they scored and made it 1-0, he was pretty happy. Yeah, he was pretty happy. I mean, he was like, "Go on, lads," typical sort of thing. Imagine you were 1-0 up in a game, you'd be thinking, "Yep, all right, looking good so far." And oh, Anderson with a good shot there. And then Peterborough brought it back. He was like, "Oh, for God's sake," When Peterborough scored the 7th goal, then the rage started to happen. Well, the rage started about 3-0 down, to be honest, but he started swearing. I was speechless. I couldn't believe it. I mean, talking to an Ipswich fan at the same time was pretty ironic, really. But, I mean, the result I genuinely couldn't believe. And Wayne Rooney, come on, mate. Clean through on a keeper, you should be scoring those. And, oh, I felt so sorry for him. Because being a West Ham fan, I know the feeling. I really know the feeling. the feeling of disappointment that your team gives you. Especially when we were the game that asked to stay up against Wigan, and we took the lead, and Wigan somehow managed to win the game. And you know, it's just sometimes in football can just piss you off, and this is really one of those times for him. I do have a lot of sympathy for him because he's a good guy. He's a good mate, and you know, them losing 7-1 really just took the piss. I could not believe that. Oh my god. Yeah, so there you go, mate. I did say I'd mention his name in it, and how annoyed he was at the time. But yeah, so we are 1-0 up here at half time. Oh, it's cleared off the line, and Anderson gives away a foul in the penalty area. We are 1-0 up here against QPR at half time. QPR haven't had any chances. They've had 2 shots on goal. We've had 16. We've had 3 shots on target though. But I'm going to change a few things around here. Bring a few more players on. Actually, have we got Hernandez on the bench? We do. I'm going to bring Hernandez on because I want a poacher in there. More than anything, really. Anything else? Phil Jones? Yeah, Phil Jones is a bit low on. Johnny Evans will come on. Guys, little tip, always look at your assistant manager's feedback. It is priceless. Because if you look at the tactics here, it's probably much better than what the tactics you would think of. So here we go. Phil Jones is he's getting used to playing more direct than us today, so Phil Jones isn't playing well, and we should put McCann on his weaker foot. So I'm going to put McCann on his weaker foot, just as he told me to. Shot on weaker foot, I'm going to close him down as well, because he's come on the left wing, so you know, it could be a bit of a threat to our defence. Make sure you do the team talk, I normally forget. Encourage, yeah. Okay, so going into the second half here, we're 1-0 up. See what we can do here. Also, QPR was a bit of a shock today. They beat Everton 1-0. And you should have seen the amount of Everton fans raging on BBC 5 Live. Reece can back me up here. There are quite a few of them just having a go at Bill Kenwright, the director, because he hasn't put money in. And, you know, it's not down to him what the result is. Okay, yes, he hasn't put that much money into the club, but it's down to the players to score. It's not down to Bill Kenwright, so, you know, lay off him a little bit. And also, there was a lot of Arsenal fans on there as well, having a go at Wenger. And there was one guy that was, I think he's probably the most sensible man I've seen on one of these radio shows. He started talking about it, saying that football isn't a business anymore, it's a hobby. And I think that's really rung true, to be honest, because if you look at football these days, and Nani with a decent shot and they've gone over the bar, if you look at it, it's a hobby for billionaires who just don't know what to do with their money. Because Man United, look at the debt they're in. It's disgraceful. Arsenal have got financial backing. Oh, Rooney. That's a good goal from Rooney. Typical power finish, not wrong. But if you look at some of the clubs today, Man United, massive debt. Chelsea, getting into a massive debt, even though they've got a massively rich owner. But, you know, it's shocking sometimes when you see that business isn't in football anymore. And, oh, Darren Fletcher with a wasteful shot. Really, come on, lads. We can pass it around these. And, okay, dog's having a bit of a splash attack over there. Nice. Yeah, it's not a business anymore. It is a hobby, and I think people having a go at Arsene Wenger for not spending money. I think the books are balanced at Arsenal. We all know this because we've been told by the chief executive, the director, everything, that he's got money available to spend. But I think Arsene Wenger. Oh, what a goal from Anderson! Go on, son. That is a beautiful goal. Wow, I'm impressed. Anderson has given me the impression he wants to stay in the team right now. And that made it 3-0. I'm happy with that. But Arsene Wenger, I think, is probably... He's one of the smartest managers around, in one sense, but he's one of the stupidest in the other. Because Arsene Wenger is... He's like he's the director the way he's managing the club. It's like he's trying to make as much money as possible, but not spend any at all, except when he has to. And he's made some really clever signings. I mean, Cesc Fabregas, he sold him for more than he bought him, and that's 4-0. Super Sub comes on and scores again. Super Sub comes on and scores again. That's like his 5th goal from a sub now. But Arsene Wenger, he doesn't like spending money. He's a stingy bastard, is what he is, alright? it's smart in one way because they've kept their position in the top 4 without him spending massive amounts of money. But with him getting the Fabregas money and not buying a replacement, it just seems a little bit stupid to me. Because Fabregas was their best player for ages, and still what he would have been if he stayed. But now they're getting rid of Nazari as well. Who is their playmaker? Who's going to set up goals? Like I said in the previous episode, who is it? Who's going to be there? But yeah, Arsene Wenger needs to stop thinking like a director and needs to start thinking like a manager who wants to win trophies, because he's just not putting it in at them. Oh, and Darren Fletcher hits the bar on Wayne and he goes, foul. He needs to stop thinking that his players that he's got there are just going to be good, because the guy on 5 Live was right. Oh, Hernandez is clean through and he's hit the... Oh, he scored anyway. Jesus. How did he score from that angle? 5-0. Wow, I can't believe he scored that. But yeah, the guy said, if Koscielny gets injured, or if Vermaelen gets injured, who have they honestly got that can go in centre-back? Giroux's terrible. He's never been good. I don't know why they ever signed him. And otherwise, they've got no one. Oh, great tackle from Anderson. He's put in a shift today. He really has. You know, I know I've been ranting about Arsenal the past 2 games, but it's just fun. You know, I don't like Arsenal. And me having a go at them is just cool for me, you know. I enjoy it. And there you go, guys. 5-0 at the end of the game. It's a pretty easy game for the team. All superb from morale from that game. It's great to see. What do you mean, none? Done well. There you go, lads. So, thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed the episode, please give it a like rating. If you want to see more, if you want to see anything different, if you want to give me any feedback at all, I'll be more than happy to read all the comments. I'll respond to all the comments. Any messages you send me. So, thanks for watching, guys. See you later.